The ambiguity of whether or not I would continue to do side stuff was kind of tempered by the fact that I'm entering the end game. I better use this newly unlocked upgrade system to upgrade one of my sets to maximum possible quality. And then the farming process that was required in which to do that for even one set was so strenuous that I am kind of done with this game. Bleh. It is about 9 p.m. and I sat down to record what might be the final session of Tears of the Kingdom around, like, 2 p.m. I'm not, like, super dedicated on task the entire time, necessarily, but damn! Kind of whole day went away just trying to get some numbers to go up. Golly gee, I'm sure happy they added farming to Zelda games. I'm sure happy that's a mechanic in Zelda games. I love that you farm to get stuff in Zelda games. What an upgrade to Zelda games. It's so much better than the old formula where you got upgrades and stuff by solving puzzles and defeating dungeons and bosses and content that mattered. I love searching for bright bloom seeds and fucking whatever the fuck it was, and underdeep butterflies and large zonaites and diamonds. Anyway, your gross plant you live in looks like a mouth, and the rim of it looks like teeth. You disgust me. Anyway, so I've already upgraded the other tiers, but I figured I'd do the last one on camera. I needed 60 giant bright bloom seeds, 9 diamonds, and 30 large zonaite, and that's just for the final tier. There were other tiers up till now, which required other resources, such as the aforementioned deep butterflies or whatever the fucks they be called and stuff. Oh my god, swallow me. Alright. I mean, hello large mommy. Normal things, normal emotions and thoughts. Actually, it's like kind of upsetting that they get kind of kidnapped. just swallowed, just pulled away into that thing. You're like, hang on a minute. If level 3 was escalated to a kiss, then this level is them escalating to, well... He's less the link between time or whatever the fuck it was called, and more he's now the link in the gene pool. Oh, do you feel it? The care I put into it? Okay, I got it. Now then, close your eyes. Let's play this cutscene for the 3rd time. I like them strong. Anyway, that took forever to farm. Especially love the Blood Moon adding a limit for farming where you can't just like do a trick to just instantly reset things and come back. You have to like, the world needs to reset, so it's time to loop around and do other stuff. Okay, well, 20 armor, bitch. There's also some other stuff that's kind of upgraded, like this one, like the Hyrule set's up to 12, just because I just kind of spent whatever resources I had. There was no overlap with this set. They required totally different things. I don't know, it's just the set I like out of all the sets in this game. I think it's really interesting looking. I think it's like probably the coolest set what there be. So I put all my resources into that. I found a few surprises while exploring. Like I found one of these caps. Might have been the cap of the hero, I don't remember. There are all the retro Link sets look almost exactly the same, so I couldn't tell you which cap I got that was new, but I found one at random when I was exploring. And then oh yeah, I got the rubber helm when I was exploring. Because the big thing is when I was looking for large bright bloom bulbs or whatever, those are in above ground caves. And there's two things wrong here. One, I don't go into above ground caves that much because they're just not that interesting, and it's just like a massive time sink where it's like, would you like another 100 hours of exploring? Dubiously, you could call this that. Whoa! But also because I quite like the giant blooms. They are the convenient thing what I would spend if I were trying to explore the underground, which I did a lot of. So it was my go-to thing, was always to do exactly that. I'll grab some fire fruits. There we go. So anyway, I think this is going to be me trying to beat the game now. Because after that, I needed the reward of trying to beat the game, please. Anyway, we're trying to get into the Lost Woods, and I tried coming in the front door, and that doesn't work. So I'm going to try entering via the underground. Because that would make sense. If I have henceforth not figured out how to get into the dark wood, the Lost Woods, and nothing has been updated about how to proceed, it's probably a reasonable explanation to try to do it from underground. And the camera is literally facing a thing like, okay, well, that would do it. Oh.
I can't figure this out. I made it this far, but it seems like there's no way up from here. If you could jump super high, straight up, you'd be in Korok Forest. But then there's the ceiling. Seems impossible. Well, that would give it away, yeah. I think there might have been Koroks that were pointing the way towards the Lost Woods underground, and I just didn't figure out what they wanted. But then, when I considered the idea that maybe I need to fly up here and then just teleport to the middle, the first thing I see is this guy basically tutorializing that. I don't know if I talked to that guy before, though. I might have missed him. Because they're pretty small and the world is pretty big. But well, there goes my doubt. He just explained to me exactly my thought process as being true. If only you could somehow jump straight up through the ground. That'd be neat. Welcome to the Korok Forest. Does it run any better than last? It does. It seems to. This place famously ran like trash in Breath of the Wild. Like they just, it was not ready. Oh, he doesn't look good. Great spirit of the forest. Looks like it's full of corruption, probably from down underground. Oh, that's irritating. Or that's eerie. So there are Koroks here, but they're all frozen, it looks like. Also, fun quirk of this armor set. I don't remember if it did this before, but definitely doesn't now that it's upgraded. It's just putting stuff everywhere. It just kind of leaves a trail of light. So if you're wondering what those are, and you're like, why aren't you picking those up? That's not like an item or anything. It's just like a funny thing about this set is it kind of leaves a series of light patches behind me that eventually despawn. Hello, old man Korok. Well, that's not a good sign. Is it going to be like, do all of the shrines? I'll do them regardless, they're here. Yep, that's like an evil void. You have conquered the shrines, claimed light of blessing. 4 lights of blessing are 4 sages' wills. I was wondering about that. I was like, when I was running around, I noticed that I have Sage's Will, which I found a few times in the sky. And I guess if you have 4, you can deepen your connection with the sages. I don't know if it's all sages or one sage. Maybe it makes their cooldowns faster. Maybe it makes a specific sage's power stronger that you choose. I have no idea how to find Sage's Wills, is the problem. Also, I'm out of healing items because I got my ass beat. Probably because I didn't have super armor yet. But now I have super armor. That's fun. Wait, wow. I guess it's not lit anyway. But I can do that. It may not be lit. But I am. God, I'm a genius. Okay, type. Maximum heart. Don't don't really care about it being a good thing I cook. As long as it has a single yellow heart, it's instantly super, 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 super strong. But on some level, I feel some reflexive need, I guess, to put more than one apple in, even though at that point only one apple should be enough anyway. I don't know. Point is, in the random caves I was in, I found some more truffles. So that's cool. Check out the truffle mix. I don't remember what else increased maximum health. I wish you could sort things. No, number of hearts it restores. I wish you could sort things by category of what it does. That'd be help. Ooh, muddle bud. We use to make the enemies attack each other, I guess. A staple of video games. Wow. Yeah, I always forget what other items increase your maximum health besides the truffles. Maybe I shouldn't sleep here. What could go wrong? Let's land here. Also, let's maybe turn all my things back on. Or are they on right now? They're on, okay. For a while there, I dismissed my summons because they were annoying me. They're getting in my way. Well, this landing here wasn't very helpful. Is there a bad guy? Oh, evil hands. Haha, I'm in danger. Oh god. I'm in danger. Okay, part of the floor was alive, as it turns out. Oh my god, it's really fast. Okay. Jeez, I don't remember how to fight these guys well, but this seems like a bad situation all around. Oh my god, let go of me. Listen, I mostly ran from these guys out of fear. I don't have a lot of... They keep grabbing me! Stop grabbing me! Oh, stop! Stop! I guess I should just not worry about the puddle that much. Just try to endure. My flux smasher! What am I gonna do without my flux smasher? My melee weapon's broken. What am I gonna do? Do I have a... Yes, you. Help me. Did I win yet? Nope. Evil Ganon. Okay. I'm gonna die. Ooh, how did that even count? This weapon's gonna break. That was not a strong weapon, so that was not very effective. But this might be. No. No. I'm bad at the combat. Let me alone. It's hard. Nope, too early, apparently. God, the camera. When it gets fucked up like that is rough. Too late. Yeah. Alright, you guys want to help out a little bit more? No? Okay, well, I'm just taking every hit. Good thing I have a billion armor now, otherwise this would be really rough. Well, it's way easier. Haha, you're weak now. I have so much armor. That's better than skill. Whoa, triple headshot! Yeah! Quadruple headshot! I'm a god of gamers. You'll never guess, but it was Ganondorf again.
You did it! Thank you so much, Mr. Hero. The Great Deku Tree is waiting for you in Korok Forest. You did do one of the shrines, right? So you could teleport back there? So you don't die trapped in the bottom of this giant hole? Just checking. Who would go to a place full of shrines and not do any of them? That'd be weird. You're weird.
All right, well, time to go all the way down so I can go all the way up. Womp womp. Y'all, I goofed him good. I goofed him good. Drip feed my health back. I am a little astonished on some level that this mecha is just kind of around all the time now. You really can just like go into mecha mode whenever you want to. It's just permanently around like the other guys. It is the additional just sort of like noise-ification of combat in this game. Like, oh my god, you have 5 guardians following you around at all times and they all just take swings in combat. That's just wild to me. Hello.
My head's still all fuzzy. Oh, you're... Hang on. What are you doing here? Oh yeah, now I remember. It all happened so suddenly. A Great Deku Tree was in agony, and ominous fog came out of his mouth, and then a bunch of us Korok started acting funny. Next thing I knew, the monsters showed up, and I found them all by myself, knocking them out one by one. Sorry, I lied, and actually, I couldn't move and don't remember what happened. It was all so sudden, I don't know if any of the others remember either. But thanks to you, Mr. Hero, everybody is back to normal. Yay! We're not gonna get into the upsetting nature of our own being, where it seems like we might be all AI automatons powered entirely by this tree, and the moment that anything happens with it, that we lose our sense of selves entirely. That would be upsetting, so we're not gonna think about that. I'm sure the Great Deku Tree wants to say thank you too. You should go. As everyone knows, the Great Deku Tree is the spirit of Korok Forest. If you climb up the root behind me, you can talk with him. You're the one who saved the Great Deku Tree's life, so please, go say hello. Oh yeah, also, some of the Koroks could use some of your help. You should probably talk to the Great Tree first, but maybe you could help out. You know. Follow the lights of the forest. If you do, you'll come across different Koroks who could use your help. Please go find them and see what they need. When I spun my camera, I thought I saw Mr. Big Man behind. There he is. Shalaka. Kaka. He's got even higher voice, technically. It's you! We meet again!
No, I'm not doing that. Weapon stash. 25! Shield stash. Sure. It's the last time we're seeing this animation, probably. think they even changed it, did they? It's just the one from the first game. I hope they don't just make a Breath of the Wild 3 next. I'm a little astonished by how long it took to make this game. Like, I thought the whole point was to sort of like make up for how many resources it took to make the game in the style they did, and so let's make another game in the same setting so we get a little bit like Majora's Mask, but not really. Just to sort of like get a reasonable amount of money out of our investment. But then it took like 6 years to make the sequel. I'm like, what? So it is you. I must apologize. I am still quite groggy, as though I am awakening from a bad dream. You rid me of that unpleasantness deep within me. Yes, you went to great trouble to restore me. Thank you. It's been some time since last we spoke. Have you been well? Yes, the last time we spoke. That was when you came here with the princess to retrieve the Master Sword. Do you remember Breath of the Wild? I know it's been 6 years.
It is good to see you, Princess Zelda of Hyrule, and Link, Keeper of the Master Sword.
Yep, that's me. It's my only job.
Your blade has been fully restored. Go on then, Link. Draw it once more.
Great Deku Tree! Thank you so much.
There is no need for thanks. I merely watched over its renewal.
It is amazing that a sword can heal itself, no matter how badly damaged it becomes.
It can do more than heal. The sword will continue to gain strength if bathed in sacred power. The stronger that power, the more powerful the sword becomes. The potential of this fabled blade may well be limitless. Truly the work of a goddess.
A sword that grows ever stronger. The Master Sword.
But the sword. It would seem that you no longer wield it. Where has it gone? You really gotta stop losing it, Link. Like, holy shit, it's literally your whole job. What is this, then? You do not know where the Master Sword is? I see. Yet, I can sense it even now. There can be no mistake. It's over there. Just go over there. It's here. Shit, it's moving. In the sky. I feel the Master Sword's presence strongly in this area. Oh, it's on a dragon, right? But what could this mean? The Master Sword seems to be moving. You may need to be resourceful to reach the sword, but you must find a way. Surely the Master Sword is awaiting you, just as you are seeking it. Well, let's go find it. But first, 4 shrines, because there's 4 shrines here. I'm not just gonna ignore them. I don't know how to get Sage's Wills, though. Maybe I'll look it up, just to have some kind of information about it, because like we're so late in the game that it's like, what do you mean you played this game for 90 hours? Maybe like 120 hours if you count off-screen time to do all the farming and shit that game keeps having me do.
What do you mean you played that many hours and you never unlocked the upgrade system until you looked it up and you never, just straight up never ever ever, found enough Sage's wills to get a single upgrade out of them? Yep. That's what happened. I have collectively... I found Sage's wills before I found any, before I did any of the story beats to unlock a Sage. But I only ever found 3 so far, and I'm not really sure what the correlation exactly is between all the different ones and where you find them. I think they might have all been in the sky somewhere. But that doesn't really mean I know where to go now to do more of them. And I'm gonna be done with the game soon, so... Whoops. Doo -doo. Worth a shot. I must need to attach you to it. This should make up for the difference, right? Bong! There it is. Bring you over here with me. So that for starters. What is the physics here? I just kind of saw the cue that I should follow, but I don't really understand the logic of how exactly this makes the whole thing rock forward. That's kind of interesting. Boom! Aren't you in range for me just to grab? I guess they don't want me to do that. That's fine. They never have things that I need. I think you just need to make a little bridge, and you can pretty much get there. I don't feel like it. Ra-da-da-da-da! These 4 will at least be enough for one more little health upgrade. And that's neat. 119 shrines. I think that one says 98 light thingies from underground, I think is the other number. I think that's what that one means. I'm gonna ignore the plight of the Koroks, because that is just a whole additional storyline to potentially get into. Unless the Koroks plights are somehow in the way between me and just doing the things I want to do. The shrine's hard to get to because they're like out here. Uh-oh. Ow, not the monsters. Evil trees. Tree mouth.
Oh. Alright. Hello. Oh golly, you seem to have forgotten to have a rock.
I will grant you the light that banishes evil. Just go find it, it's over there. It'll all be fine unless it has a teleport point that resets you for approaching it. That would suck.
Wait, it's just over here? Oh, it's on top of a bad guy. Isn't it? Yep. It's a bad guy rock. I can't see its thingy for me. That does make me nervous.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's not very helpful for just breaking me like that. This isn't exactly content scaled to my level. This is the fastest I've ever seen any boss's health bar go down. Speaking of... Hop, 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 hop.
I'll be there someday. Then you will rue it.
Whoa.
Mr. Harry, you got here all the way by your lonesome. Wow. You just zoomed off on your own, so I got worried and followed you, but it was all okay, huh? Well, it seemed like the shape differently than what I saw before, but I wonder who moved the big boulder. How strange.
Oh, each one of them is a quest telling you to go do this thing, but then you just instantly complete it by just going here first. It's funny. Okay, so they just are shrine quests. We'll see how necessarily the other ones get. This one was just gonna be a long explanation indicating that the rock got away in the scary woods. Well, these aren't silent princesses, they're blue nightshades, so not that big of a deal. Probably over collecting a little bit. Rauru. One of the best places to get... Ooh, a diamond. I don't need those anymore. One of the best places to get, giant bright blooms is that there is a little place called, like, Rauru's thingy. It's by a stable that has one of the... I think it's a stable that has one of the... Great Fairies at it. You go west of that stable, there's a place called Rauru's something, and in there's a well, and if you drop down that well, there's just like, there's about like 5 giant bright bloom seeds, which, given that I needed like over 100 of them, I think, is not a ton, but it is like the most you'll find quickly in one location, so it's a good little bit of a time usage. Turn that into a color, and turn that into color. There we go. It is an effective, it is time efficient to get those seeds every time a blood moon happens and resets the world. Especially since they seem to all respawn. Because all the other places out there, it was dubious. There's like some caves I found that had just so many seeds, and I'm like, oh god, progress, thank god. Then I'd come back after the blood moon, and it's like, oh, well, a few of them came back. But not like most of them. It's like up here? No, down here. You can see because my horse is still there. So you go from the woodland stable off over to here, and it's, yeah, Rauru Settlement Ruins. And that little well there has so many seeds. It's just so many seeds. Like, oh my god, so many seeds. Alright, so we went over and got that thing, but it had an evil rock man. This one doesn't seem to be getting darker yet. Oh, maybe it is. Was I meant to scramble? Oh, maybe I wasn't meant to scramble overhead. Perhaps I doth misbehaved. Is that where the entrance is? Okay, let's just talk to the guys. Let's see. Since they're apparently the shrine quests.
Mr. Hero, thanks for making Korok Forest normal again. You have a minute? Yeah. Really? Thank you. I have a friend who says they saw a big whirly circle. They say it was an area with water. If it's really real, I want to see it myself. Even a picture would do. But it's too dangerous to leave here, so make it safe out there. So please make it safe out there soon, Mr. Hero. It's just a side quest. It's not even a shrine quest. I'm immediately wrong about what I think's going on here, I guess. Let's see, let's try to follow these lights. See if they take me somewhere. Look at that happy tree. A note from Maka. Just climb this tree, about to leave the forest. Promise won't eat you. Well, I don't want to leave the forest. How do I go over there? How do I go over there? How do I... Damn it, this is supposed to just be a short detour where I check out the shrines, then go on with my life and get back to my main task. Maybe this leads you somewhere, but I imagine it just leads you out, and I don't want to go out. I can already teleport, so it's not very helpful. I think I'm out. Yeah, I'm out. I don't know how to get to the remaining shrines. I wish the map was helpful. I know it's the Lost Woods, but damn. The version of the Lost Woods this time is just to have the internal environment be so difficult to look at that you can't tell what you're looking at or where you are. Let's see. Will they let me in here? Maybe go to the blue one? This isn't the main entrance, is it? This do seem suspiciously like it leads to the front entrance and not to over there. But they won't let you climb over and out. I don't think I have the patience for the Lost Woods right now. Guys, just where are the shrines? Don't you want me to do them? Where are the quests? There was that one shrine had a quest. Do none of those shrines have quests? Oh, here we go. It's been a while, so maybe you should see how it's going over there. Up there is a special place just for Maka. In the forest is a wide open space, and right in the middle is a green swirl. You can see an island floating in the sky over there. Maka loves that place. But since it's covered in lost fog, only Koroks can go there. So you can't come with me, but I'll tell you where to find it. You can show me on your map? You can see an island floating in the sky from there. I wonder if you can see it into the forest, the sky island too.
Okay, so I'm allowed to go this way? No? Okay, so I can't go in. It's covered in lost fog up ahead, so only Koroks can go in there. You can see an island floating in the sky from there. I wonder if you can see into the forest from that sky island too. You want me to go to the island above this place? So go to green spot from here, I guess. Not sure how the sky is gonna work. I still need to find the quest for the third one. I don't know what's going on with that one. So it's the green marking. And it is far away. But we got one of my buds. So what could go wrong? Time to suffer a concussion. Are we going for the top or the bottom of this whole thing? Things are spinning. Seems very high, so I'm a little worried. How doth un grow higher? Oops. I guess we're going down. I don't think I can climb these. They're so far apart. Fairies. Stuff vaguely feels higher level. I don't trust that one of you is a giant mech. Pretty sure I'm out of fairies. I think I've had a Come here, please. That's just going out in the middle of the water. Fuck that guy. But yeah, I believe I've had a few off-screen game overs because I think I've been out of fairies for a while. Oh my god, fairies are so annoying. Why is there a Z-axis in Zelda games? Why do they do this to us? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here, boy. Come here. Come here. Please. Please? Are you even coming lower? I swear if I jump up at it, it's gonna go further away. No! No, I fell in the water. Oh, it didn't fly away. Okay. It didn't quite go away. I'm gonna cry. What the fuck? I'm at the limits of my patience today, and this shit's happened. Oh, did I just scare it away by running a little too close to fucking... Why are they even allowed to fly that high? I know they're fairies, but oh my god. This is torture. This is torture. Just come down. Dude, I've farmed shit for 7 hours today. Just let me have some fairies. This has never happened before. There's always like one that's a little kind of far away, but I grabbed the other one's fine. They're just like refusing. There we go. Jesus. Game's never fought me this hard on just getting some fairies at a fairy shrine. Ah. Hi. I am diverting to pass the time by admiring the twinkling stars. Welcome to the dive ceremony. Would you like it ready to begin? Okay. I don't know if this is related to the shrine or not. They just kind of said go up there. Or is the trick to get him to let me come up here so I can then figure out the other part? Bravery Island.
A star fruit. We're gonna be friends forever.
Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight.
Well, we missed that one. I'm dismayed that you're a little bitch. Can you try again, but by being cool instead of a huge lame-o?
Wonders whether the inside of the forest can be seen from the sky. It's that way. Do I just look over there? I assume I'm not just supposed to take a picture of it, so I probably am supposed to, like, try to land there? Sup? Let me in. So if that's the one you get from the sky, and the other one you just get on the floor by fighting a boss, maybe the other one you get to from the ground. You get there from underground. Anyway, back to the set that I worked on. Okay. That is 3 out of 4 down. So,
Well, you found this place even though you're not a Korok. Wow. This is a special place that Maka, found. Maka likes to come here sometimes, so I don't think I'd find anyone else here.
it's me, I'm here. Do I climb inside here to leave? No. Not this time. One final target. Supposed to be a heart. That's how I keep track of those things. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to where the cave even was for this one or whatever, so I'm just gonna see if it's underground. If there's like a Korok around here that explains what's up. Some chance to just kind of go straight up. I think this is just gonna lead me to being higher on the route. Yeah. Don't think you can exploit this to actually leave. And there's no surrounding low point here. This should be directly under the thingums. All right, let's head back to the top. Is this the path? Hello. The other path threw me off, I guess, because it looked like you went under that thing to continue.
Isn't that green color of the stone so pretty? I found it myself.
I want it.
Huh? You can't have it. No, I found it. Maybe you do something for me. Maybe I'll consider it. Okay, thing is, I love golden apples, and a pretty stone is pretty, but I can't really eat it. So if you bring me 5 golden apples, I'll trade you 1 pretty stone. You follow that path and go super far in it. You'll find a big boy called Meadow Swamp. On the north side of the bog where trees with golden apples grow. But there have been more monsters recently, so go and pick them harder than that. Don't fall in the bottomless bog. How many golden apples do I have? 0 probably? Probably be at the beginning, and since golden apples probably make your recipes stronger. Nah. Overpower the Korok. You can defeat him. You have felled much more dangerous beasts. Oh, things are on fire. Ah! Oh! Yeah!
You don't have any golden apples. That's not a teleporter. If you go outside this fence, you probably get it. Okay. So those are fake apple trees that attack you, but I don't think they had golden apples on them either. It said that this bog is bottomless, so I shouldn't just fall in. Okay. It would appear that I'm not allowed to use any of my summons. No! Dang it. Okay. It's time to get your shit rocked. You're going to die. Oop.
My various bars of health. What am I gonna do?
Don't fall in the bottomless bog. I got shit to do. Alright, let's just go get a third tree. It's probably enough to cross the gap. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm fine. Oh no! Punk. How did I miss? No. No. No! Oh god damn it. No! Jump back. Would have been very nice to have been able to keep the rock. Would have been nice to have been able to keep that one piece of flat boards. That choo-choo's on fire. I don't know what comes next, so I'm taking you with me. Oh god.
Golden apples. Golden apples. Oh, golly gee, there's golden apples.
Just make me drop that. Really? It's bladed, but it won't do it anymore. The halberd. Ow. These don't do that either. Ow. I don't want to be anymore. Bye. There we go. Like, please reset me. Did that even work? No. Did end the combat, though. I guess there's that. Alrighty, you punk of ass. I'll have you know I'm a Navy SEAL and blah 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 blah. $5 apples? Yay! I got 5 golden apples, so you get 1 pretty stone. Follow the beam and shit. You know the drill. We've done this like 100 times now. This game's very fucking long. Can you believe you've been playing this for like, it's been like a year, right? Like, I feel like it's been a year. Like, at some point, damn, man. Who wouldn't be over it? There it is. Trying to do the math, I'm like, there's like about 4 weeks in a month, which means there's 8 episodes of this per month. And that's 8 hours, which is a lot of game in most cases. That's like more than most horror games in their entirety. But we're like, what, 80 episodes in? So that's at least 10 months of this game? I don't know if any Zelda's ever deserved that much time. Let alone a redux that's extremely similar to the previous one. If I could turn back time, I might have beelined past a lot of the side content and just kind of like gotten the main gist of it done before I kind of like burned out from the sheer enormity of it. I don't remember spending a lot of time off camera in Breath of the Wild to do stuff, but I've spent so much free time on this game outside of the series that it's like, it's actually, I've spent too much time in the Tears, the Kingdom of Tears, the Tears of the Kingdom. It's been too much of that overall. It's a bummer, but I'm like, man, they did not have restraint on this one at all, did they? And I mean, like, a lot of people say it's their favorite game of the year, so I guess good on them, I guess. I don't understand the appetite for infinity games, just games that go on forever and have no particular structured experience or like really anything that's there to be done. The sheer sameness of the underworld and all of the caves and so on is a bummer. And like the thing is, in my time spent trying to farm the blooms, I have indeed discovered that yes, God, there's so much. Look at all these quests. It's moving. So now it's up here. I have indeed discovered other stuff that is actually interesting. Like, it turns out that at the tail end of that one serpent river that I was investigating earlier, and I was trying to figure out what the tail end meant and so on, there are like a series of caves in there that have like a little like shrine-like puzzle for you to solve in order to get the door open to get something. Probably like an armor set of some kind that isn't not worth getting. Maybe. Who knows? But I'm seeing that stuff so late in the experience that I'm like, God, it's been hundreds of hours. I don't need to do this anymore. You can keep it. Oh shit, my stuff's turned off still. I was thinking earlier that I was like outside of the range where they're allowed to be used. When I was like above the Korok place. So this must be Zelda, right? There's a bunch of different dragons, and we was revealed at the end of the Glyph series that one of them is Zelda. So Zelda must have the Master Sword. I just need to catch her in the sky. You might even find the Master Sword way earlier just by happenstance, which is kind of a genuinely cool detail, is the idea that you could probably find the Master Sword by accident. Just because you were checking out little different dragons and you saw this one. You might even get the Master Sword before anyone tells you that it exists, and before you even know that that's Zelda. And then you'd find out afterwards, be like, oh, that's why it had the Master Sword. I can't. I don't want to be like. I don't want to exaggerate things whenever I do criticize this game. Like, it is well made. The physics is wild. The building is wild. The stuff that people come up with is genuinely impressive. I just kind of think that the stuff that people come up with using the physics engine and building stuff is completely superfluous to any of the challenges that the game actually poses to you, so it's mostly kind of pointless. Like, cool. Good job making that cool thingy. You could have done that in Gary's mod, or like Scrap Mechanic, or 100 other like indie games that are physics-based where you make fun contraptions, potentially. And it would be equally as impactful, because this game doesn't really give you a lot of reason to make special things most of the time. But like, I 100% do acknowledge the fact that in the crafting in the way that you craft gear, craft special little weapons, and you can craft special little potions, and you can craft special little vehicles. There's like 100 little ways to do little self-expressions and innovative, creative things to handle all your different problems and so on. And that stuff is neat. But I don't think most people will get the full experience out of most of that stuff. Hello. Shard of Light Dragon Spike. And this game gets so massive and so unfocused that it's genuinely... I think that there's too much fillery experience along the way, and if you're taking a long time to do that part of the game, the make your own fun part of the game is going to take exponentially longer. Like, wow. Oh God, that's upsetting. No, I don't want to pull the sword out of the head of the dragon. That's kind of upsetting. I'm being tested on my stamina this time instead of my health. How much do I need? Oh God. I am causing Zelda immense pain. I don't think she likes it. Sorry, it's just This kills the princess. Do we know, did we learn if she's consciously Zelda in there or not? Oh, it did not come out.
Link. Link. The Master Sword. Your sword. She is the key to destroying the Demon King. He defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds. And when you two next face the Demon King, you will have my strength to help you through her. Link, you are our final hope. I pray this sword reaches you in the future.
Legendary sword that seals the darkness. Corruption was healed by its time with the light dragon. The blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the Demon King. Oh, hey everybody. Oh wait, no, that's just the normal you being here. Where am I? Where did you put me? Oh, back to the Temple of Time. Okay. I've got the Master Sword. Shockwave. But overall, there's a lot of really impressive things about this game. And yeah, it is interesting to have you draw the sword from the dragon. The fact that the dragon, as far as I can tell, was just kind of always looming around, even without the memory, is neat. You could find the Master Sword at any point and realize that's where it was, and then you just had to come back when you have enough stamina, I guess, akin to like last time when you needed to have enough health. That's interesting. I'm getting at the last possible moment probably, but it is when the story prods you to go there. Let's see. Go back to Pura. Is that sincerely my next objective? Maybe. I don't know about all the clues I need. I just found the 5th Sage and the Master Sword, which is different from finding the clues. I don't think there's a reason to be here anymore. But yeah, I was caught in the thought of like how like the dragon is cool, and you drawing the sword from the dragon is cool, and the reveal that you need stamina instead of health this time, and there's a lot going on there. The camera, the visual of you drawing the sword in that dedicated like golden and view moment is all neat. But then Zelda shows up and you're like, oh right, yeah, this game's writing is still here. Like this game is kind of like, honestly, it's kind of bad, just straight up badly written. Like, Tears of the Kingdom, I think I've gotten far enough into it that I can say that, like, this is a badly written game. Every moment of narrative where anyone speaks is incredibly boring. It looks like, it feels like they're filling in a template, like like a coloring book. Like, this is where this part would happen, where we reveal this element of how big and epic this part is. Here's all the puzzle pieces that come together to cause this to happen. Like, it's so by the numbers at this point that it has, compared to other Zelda games, almost no identity, it feels like. Like, it's incredibly lacking in character. Like, I think that Wind Waker is one of the worst 3D Zeldas because of the fact that it's just, like, overtly unfinished and full of filler, so given that I think that about Wind Waker, you'd be unsurprised to think that I kind of think this one's rough, but like, Wind Waker has a lot of personality in its narrative. That's one of its strong points, is the really emotive and interesting little characters and so on. This character's full of quirky character designs, but mostly for characters that aren't in the main story. And and as I said before, like the downfall of my opinion of this game was engaging with the main story and doing the 4 stages and being like, oh, they're all crushingly boring, and and what you do with them is relatively, some of it's grand in scale, some of it's cool, and some of it's also like just not that great, and it's overall just falls short of what you would hope for from the temples of a Zelda game. And the fact that each of them end with the same monologue that goes on for like 8 minutes every single time, so you have to listen to that monologue for approximately half an hour when it just repeats 4 times, was like the death blow for me. I'm like, oh no, this is the majority of the narrative, it's this stuff. And so even moments like this where I'm like, it's really cool that the dragon has the sword the whole time, and it's just there, so like it's in front of you the whole time, it's a little surprise. And I don't hate the idea that it's Zelda, like this interesting little tragic element, but they play the fact that it's Zelda almost as boring as physically possible, because every voice actor sounds sleepy in all of the flashbacks, so most of the cutscenes that are flashbacks are kind of boring, and even moments like that, like, we have so little texture to Zelda and Link's relationship with each other, they feel barely any more developed than, like, Mario and Peach's relationship, which are basically not characters in Mario. Like, the Mario characters basically aren't characters, they're templates and fill-in characters. Like, if I had just played Breath of the Wild, well, one, I'd probably be way more bored because it's too similar, and Breath of the Wild's also very long, but I might have more texture to go on there, because, like, I did find the princess kind of interesting in Breath of the Wild, but she's incredibly uninteresting in Tears of the Kingdom by comparison, and it shouldn't be entirely dependent on your memory of the first game to find her interesting. So even in cutscenes like that, I'm like, if I cared about your character and you were really interesting, and if you were my favorite character of this game, then like it'd be really tragic and sad that you're now trapped as this dragon thingy and did the thing to make the sword good again. And like the most interesting thing about Zelda in this entire game was me just trying to parse the mechanics of the idea that she went back in the past and repaired the Master Sword. And I figured that out in like the first 3 hours of the game, I think. Like, I figured that out extremely quickly. And that was interesting to think about at the time. Like, oh, she went back in time and fixed the Master Sword, and that's what's going on? There's a time travel story? But one, we've done plenty of time travel stories with Zelda anyway already, like Skyward Sword. And two, just the logistics of that plan isn't enough to make her an interesting character. So it's like, especially since it's her waiting for 1,000 years for me to save the day for the second time. That's what she already did last game, when she was the one holding Ganon back in here. This time, she went back in time, only discovered that Rauru in the past held Ganondorf in place by sacrificing himself. So Rauru sacrificed himself the same way that Zelda sacrificed herself, but Zelda was holding back Ganon, and Rauru was holding back Ganondorf, and I guess Ganon and Ganondorf both existed as separate entities in the same universe at the same time, but both in forms of stasis or something, which I thought Ganon and Ganondorf were the same person in all these games, and it's just like a beast, like Ganon's the real form and Ganondorf is like a thing he does sometimes, but I don't know if that's the case or not. It's only just now occurring to me that Ganondorf and Ganon must have existed at the same time, because there's like a Ganon sandwich where we go even further in the past to trap Ganondorf with Rauru, and then we deal with him even later in the timeline. So in the middle there's a patty that is Ganon, where Ganon was fought by us much later, sealed by Zelda, then released and fought again in the Breath of the Wild game, which took place both before and after the stuff we've seen in there. It's on the inside of the sandwich. Maybe Ganon was just a piece of Ganondorf, the big pig monster. Maybe that was just a piece of Ganondorf leaking out, and that's how Breath of the Wild happened, and this one happened now. And they're fighting the real guy? I don't know. I'm only just now reconciling the fact that, like, wait a minute, that's kind of really goofy, what's going on there. The multiple Ganons and how they interact with the timeline of the game that's simultaneously taking place further in the past and further in the future than the previous one, while dealing with a similar entity and not just a new thing. Like there were Zelda games that just had new villains and didn't introduce a Ganon whatsoever. So it's kind of goofy that that happened, huh? But that once again points to the idea, like, piecing together the weird timeline stuff is more interesting than any of the characters in the story, and that's rough because I have a strong preference for character-driven storytelling. I get more excited about spotting cast than I do about even the idea of fighting Ganondorf, because I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. He's cool. I used to play Ganondorf in Smash. He's Captain Falcon, but with heavy attacks. Weird that they made those characters similar, but whatever. Well, did you find anything out about the 5th Sage?
What?
You found the Sage of Spirit? Mineru? This is incredible. That means we have the 5 Sages. Fantastic work, Link. I can't believe this is actually one of the sages who faced off against the Demon King alongside Princess Zelda. And now we have the news about the princess. That's some relief in that, at least. So, in the ancient past, Princess Zelda worked to restore the decayed Master Sword and return it to your hand, trusting that you would defeat the Demon King in the present day. She did so much all on her own.
What?
The Master Sword was restored, you say? When were you planning on telling me? And it was found on the head of a white dragon of all places? That's hard to believe. However, this was Princess Zelda's wish. One she believed in so strongly that she gave her life to see it through. For us, thank you for finding the sword, Link. I have to say, I really don't look... You don't really look quite yourself unless you've got the Master Sword at your side.
Check it.
Is this a criticism of this entire formula where we have these 75,000 hour adventures where you don't have the Master Sword? Anyway, now, I don't really mean that sincerely. Now then, it seems like you have all the need you... Now then, it seems you have all that you need. You're prepared to face our enemy. Put the sword in him. Delete the man from life with the sword. It didn't work last time, but maybe it'll work this time. You need to determine where the Demon King is lurking. It seems highly unlikely he'd still be in Hyrule Castle. I can't think of any place he'd be here on the surface. That must mean... That's it, the depths. Well, wouldn't you say there's a high probability that he's in the depths? Do what you think best, of course, but my suggestion is to ask Josha for any info she might have. She's enthusiastic about investigating the depths, so I'm sure she'll be happy to help out. Whoa, so the Demon King is in the deepest reaches of the depths, far beneath Hyrule Castle. As usual, you're one step ahead of me, Link. And you look so calm and collected, despite what you were up against. You navigated the depths, which are incredibly dangerous and home to all nasty creatures. Not to mention all the gloom down there. Must have been a very challenging investigation, and yet you did it. Thank you, Link, so much. With this, the preparations are complete. Now our target is the deepest reaches of the depths, beneath Hyrule Castle. Of course, I'll let all of the sages know right away when you head to face the Demon King. You're not alone in this. Princess Zelda's final wish. Please hit the Demon King right in the face for me. Destroy Ganondorf. Delete Ganondorf. To death. With your Savard. Alright, I need to check where these Sage Will things are, because I want to at least get one more and get one of the upgrades. I just want to know how that works. Do I have to worry about the Master Sword conducting lightning and getting me killed by lightning strikes? I probably do, don't I? Okay, let's actually put my set back on. They keep making me take it off because the world's full of cold. So much of the world is cold. But I want to be the glowy man. Glowing man covered in beads. Howdy, we're on a weird island. This one with the two lakes. Because it was the first thing on a list of places that I looked up that might have a thingy. I guess the idea is that you have 5 sages, and your 5 sages each need 4 things, so you do only upgrade one of them. I'm just gonna get one and move on with my life. I do wonder if there's a way to track these down. Like, I think about like how like these memory things were on these star-shaped islands, so you could kind of track where those were, and like all these shrines lined up with these light routes that were underground. And so I mean, like a lot of the shrines you could find because of their green glow, but if you couldn't find the shrine, then going around underground and figuring out this map was a pretty cool way of being able to find the shrines, because like each of them glows in the dark. Like it's you can't see anything down there, so they glow even more better than the shrines do. But also, like, if the map is dark, then there has to be more routes to go get there, because then that part of the map fills in when you get the routes. In these cases, like there's one little tiny circle where exactly where the route pretty much has to be, because you filled in so much of the surrounding area that the light is just down to that one dark spot, which is very funny. It doesn't make much sense, but whatever. Like that, so they make it pretty easy to go find every single route, mostly, and then you can find every single shrine. Some of these I gave up on because sometimes it's just like, how do I get to these places? Like I guess this is a shrine that's underground Hyrule Castle, so this is like the abyss I'm about to be going in the story. But it's a bit more work to figure out how to reach some of these places. There's probably like a cave somewhere around here that lets you dive down there, because these spots with the rivers are completely cut off from the surrounding world. But I don't know if there's a way to find these. So anyway, one of them's supposed to be here. Oh. Ooh. 1 second. It's time to get distracted. Oops. Clothes fell off. Normal problem to have. You! This has been an ongoing problem for me. Anyone who's ever tried to farm the, like, underground dark desktop dark mode wallpaper dragonflies knows the pain that is trying to get those guys. And in the spirit grove, it's like the forest of spirits. So down here is the grove of spirits, and somewhere around here is like a bowl-shaped cratery rock thing. I think it's that one. And that one spot has like 40 of them. It's a giant swarm of firefly dragonfly thingies. It's like, oh my god, this is it. This is my chance to get these. Come down here. Please don't get scared away by the robot. Okay, the robot. Okay, see, this is why I turn you guys off. I'm trying to do something right now. I can't even see the guy, and if I press A, it's going to try to interact with one of you guys.
Wait, there's a giant grove of those things, and I learned the hard way how hard they had. No! Ah! Oh, it started going away. Okay. I learned the hard way how hard that giant cluster of firefly, dragonfly thingies is to get. I would have had them instantly. It would have been so cool. But as it turns out, I probably need that chest down there. That's over there, maybe. There's there's a tree in the middle of the cluster of them, and that tree will wake up and completely fuck you. Because that tree, waking up, instantly makes like the 30 things all fly away. You're like, ugh! All of the farming I needed to do just for this item would have been done instantly. Brutal. So these drain the water. Probably need to make it stay held up so that the water doesn't come back. Sage's will. Neat, I did it. What we came here for. What's going on with this side of the part of the map besides the chance to kill all of these there's the chance to kill all of these fish. Let's see, it seems like this one's easier to destroy. You have depth perception and can tell where to drop this so it doesn't fall through. Oh, it's smaller than the gap. Okay. I need to hold it up for longer. There we go. And it caught. There we go. So that's stuck draining, and there's another thing there. I guess that's like the hard mode thingy. So now we'll hold this up, which drains the water so that the other one drains. And then I'll use the time travel-y thingy. Oh, this one does have a thing that keeps it open. Okay, 1 second. I didn't see that the thingy was on this side. Ah, yes, my first use of the Master Sword in this playthrough. Cutting down a tree. It was a cool golden apple tree, so there's that. Wow. Alright, let's try this again. If I hold it here for a long enough time, it'll stay up. I should be able to attach this before it collapses. You cuck. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I do it right? No! No, God, no! The number of ways you can slightly fuck up something that you already know the solution for is just actually maddening sometimes. Will this make you go back up? I don't think it will. It won't rewind the rewind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bitch. Why did it immediately go down? Why is this game bullying me? What the fuck? I'm actually getting mad right now. Like, why? It just needs to stay up long enough for me to attach a log to it. I held it up for so long. Why did it go down so quickly? How long do I have to hold it here? Isn't it based on time? Like, what's happening? Fucking finally. Okay, Jesus. I don't get it. I'm like, didn't I already solve it? Don't I understand what to do? I don't understand. I'm literally counting out the time because I understand. I've done enough time travel mechanics where I'm like, okay, you have to hold it in position this long so that during the rewind it'll then also hold that long, and then I do the rewind and it only holds for 1 second. Then I'm like, I don't understand why it's not doing it. Okay, give. Wow, it's garbage. It's probably better than this random stick. I'll give it that. Wow, that was so much more work than getting the Sage's Will that I came here for, and it was not worth it. That's rough. What? You can see why I'm disillusioned about trying in this game, because it does that. Why don't... Not even Zonai would be a better reward because it would help me make progress towards my batteries. Like, I don't... What? A magic rod? It's just a random weapon? Is the reward? it's such a weird game. It's such a weird game. It crafts so many unique little puzzles. And then the unique puzzle's reward is... functionally, it seems to be a randomly generated weapon you don't need and probably won't be able to hold on to for more than 5 seconds anyway. And that weapon will survive less than for less combat than the puzzle took to solve. It's just so strange. Let's make Yunobu stronger. Or maybe Mineru. I guess I should... Huh. So Tulin and Sidon seem dumb to make stronger. Ryuju gives me a big explosive arrow that I use against big bosses. Yunobu is my favorite attack in the game. It's just fun to launch a flaming rolling ball at people. Running around at the speed of sound. And Mineru's a big mech that I'm mixed on, but it's probably the most versatile and useful, but... Huh. Do I go with the emotional thing I want to make stronger, or do I go with the thing that's probably the objectively best thing, which is making Mineru stronger? I don't know. Boom, boom, bam, bum, bam, running around at the speed of sound. I should have done Mineru. Solemn Vow of Yunobu, Sage of Fire. The strengthened vow of Yunobu, Sage of Fire. Your reinforced bond with Yunobu has increased this avatar's attack power. Go and bring peace to the world. Oh right, your health bar. I guess we'll do that too. Here you go. I don't really know what you're going to do with more than 3 stamina circles. Well, it is starting to feel like you have so much health that maybe you should increase your stamina again, but... Isn't 4 circles comical at some point? Like, maybe we don't need that many. Wow, you're really ranty for a statue. I remember when I was like, damn, that's a long bar of hearts. When are we ever going to get a second bar of hearts? Is there ever a second one? I don't know. And now it's like 50% as long as the top one. Like,
actually monumental amount of time investment. Okay. Fire. Wind. I said the wrong one first. Wind. Fire. Water. Lightning. And spirit. I was right when I said heart, wasn't I? It was heart. The 5, with your powers combined, and blah, blah, blah. You also determine the Demon King's location using the depth investigation. I don't remember that part of the story anymore, to be honest, but probably. I don't remember when the depth investigation storyline was. That might have been one of the first things I did, maybe. All that's left now is to head to the deepest area of the depths beneath Hyrule Castle and defeat Demon King Ganondorf. Not exactly a giant mystery. I don't think he'd still be in Hyrule Castle. That would be crazy. Oh, he's still in Hyrule Castle. Whoa. The reveal is that instead of being in Hyrule Castle, he's in evil Hyrule Castle. Same part of the map, but like in the hole. That's what the investigation uncovered. So it's not the deepest. Well, it is the deepest thing because it's a hole. Also, I redeemed more prisms, so now I have like 2 1/3 blue batteries. I just realized that, like, oh crap, I have like 400. I had like 400 small Zonaite because I had no use for it when I was trying to farm the big Zonaite. And then I also had like 400 prisms on top of that, or whatever they're called. So I had a lot of Zonaite, as it turns out. So our goal is to go down in the hole. At the external area? Yeah. I want to go on in the inside. Oh god. Nope, time for our investigation to begin. That's a lot of evil monkeys. I care not for your evil monkeys, I care for your ceiling. I figure if I climb really high, I can get past the rim and then see inside the bowl and hop in, but I don't know if it's a top revealed. Oh. Haha, Chuckles, I'm in danger. Haha, Chuckles, I'm in danger. No, 1 heart. Who will win, one gangly boy or a really tall building? I'm wearing none of the correct gear. I could either be wearing climbing gear or the armor I actually crafted to survive the endgame. And I was wearing neither. Okay. Yep. Alright, let's... I guess we're here-ish. Maybe going a little too far up. Big hole. Sup? The Sanctum. Is this where I did the... Yeah, this is where I did the boss fight before against Ganon when I got here before. Moments like that I keep thinking it's like, oh my god, a special location to do a special thing in, but it's just leaving shavings everywhere like a gross cat. The question is, how do I go down inside this castle? I was trying to reach the middle. I'm not clear on if you do it from inside the castle or if you go outside the castle and then just go elsewhere.
I know I'm immediately undoing the progress I just made. But like the castle always looked like it was just free floating over a pit. So I'm just trying to see where the pit is, relative to where I am. Do I just go outside and hop down? Get that stamina bar back. There we go. There it is. The biggest pit in the universe. Nothing is going to go wrong right now. Haha. Doom. Oop. Expected to be over there? Is it above me or below me? Well, if it's above me, I'm already too far down. I guess I can mostly see regardless. Oh, weird glyphs. Is this a chance to go even deeper? Oh, it is. I care not for thine electric balls. I've got balls at home. Oh god. How do I go deeper? I don't think I see where to go. Is it up here? Yes. And now there's lightning keys. One of the least scary things in the game, except for the part where they make you drop stuff and that's annoying. Bye. Oh no. Okay guys, help me out a little bit here. I want to drop stuff. Please hit them, guys. There's a bunch of you. I'm gonna run out of arrows hoping you guys do your jobs. Okay, it didn't electrocute me. Thought it was going to electrocute me. Alrighty, I'm in a scary hole, and I think they want me to fight this man. And he's probably a scary man. That's gonna be a rough time for me. What are you guys looking at? He'll never suspect a thing. Woo! That's a lot of arrows. Oh, is that gonna come down on me? Woo! Oh, he's full of surprises. Oh, I can use his arrows. That's nice. Oh god. I don't want to fall down here. No, I don't want to be down here. Let me fall down slightly. This is the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. Did you respawn with full health? You respawned in some way. I'm definitely not good at fighting these guys. So I'm scared. Ah! I need swords to live. Use your stronger power. Ow, I couldn't see past all the guys. Why are there 500 guys? Who did this? It was me, I did this. I just want to activate Yonobu and I can't get him. God, they're so annoying because they run around. Ugh. Holy shit, he's just breaking all my shields in one hit. I just want to activate Yonobu, it's so fucking hard! Jesus Christ, that's all I'm trying to do. It wasn't even worth it. It's lost most of my health trying to do one attack that did no damage. There we go. I was hoping to trigger one of these. This health bar's not even moving. I'm scared. Yeah. I think he just breaks every shield in one hit. Get him, get him. God damn. Guys, hit him. He's vulnerable. No. You didn't hit him a single time. That sucks. The fact that he got into a weakened state, but not because of me, and then the people that did put him in that state didn't in any way take advantage. Ah. This sword is hurting me. Well, that was a lot of my heart's gone. Savage Lionel bow. Lionel guts. White mane Lionel saber. Lionel hoof. My first ever Lionel hoof. The fact that I'm this far in this game and there's this many items I've literally never picked up before is a little terrifying. Okay, please undo that effect. I can't see when it's happening. I didn't mean to activate this. Ow. There you go. Yeah, cancel. Think I might go here? Yep. Deeper into the throat. I'm hoping that at the end of this I'm hoping that this sequence ends with me getting to the light route that I can activate to light the area up that's implied by the map, but also will just give me a spot that will not only restore my health bar but also let me okay, not only will it restore my health, but it'll give me an opportunity to warp here. So I can go rest and heal. Nope. This is technically working, but I'm scared. Okay, good. The fact that I managed to climb onto it was very unexpected. Yeah, I want to restore my gloom health, hopefully, if they give me a root thing, and then also, then I can go, then unlock the teleport back upstairs, rest in a bed, get my health back, then come back down here without having to spend any of my resources. I did not cook that much. Kind of relying on the armor to get me through a lot of this, which it seemed to be, like, Considering that I fought Lionel before, this guy was not giving me a billion permanent health damage every time he hit me. He, I mean, in fact, was not like two-shotting me the way that half the enemies in the game were. Now that I finally unlocked armor upgrades in the last 1% of the playthrough, suddenly I can take some dudes out. Oh god, okay. Oh god, I'm in the goop. I'm gooped. I'm gooped as fuck. Eh. We'll be fine. I'm fine. I love the last second glider. The power of a sage cannot reach you. Which sage? All of the sages? Did they just take away all of my sages? Wait, did I upgrade a sage before coming here only to find out that the sages aren't gonna help me? Wait, but they said I wouldn't be alone down here. That's like the point. Oh, that's a white moblin. And some water gloops. Oh god. Oh, I can't do the flying. I can't wee-woo. Oh, the evil hands are here. I guess you probably defeat the evil— oh god, this is goop. Oh, it's goop wall. It's goop wall. No. Okay, I'm guessing that you defeat the evil sage stuff. Sorry, it's my— whoa. My sentences are falling apart a little bit. Damn. What I meant to say is that I'm guessing that you defeat the evil hands, and then that leads to stuff flying everywhere. I'm guessing that leads to the sage power returning. They wouldn't, like, have the entire concept of the sages just disappear at the last second of the playthrough. Same time, having not really cooked anti-gloom stuff, which is on me, I'm a little bit concerned about the fact that my health is being 100% obliterated. The rapid fire bombs are wild. Okay, where am I now? Oh, I'm behind this guy now. This rude boy. Maybe you have to fight that guy to continue, or maybe you can just continue deeper like this? Forgotten Foundation. There's no kind of, like, good thing here, right? You did this, you might be able to just leave? I'm not even sure if you can at this point. Then I'd have to get back down here again. Don't hit me! No! Oh, my bar of health is so bad. This is like accidentally an amazing bow for tunneling through this stuff. I did not plan that. The fact that it shoots 3 times. Okay. Oh, that's the original hallway from the beginning of the game, isn't it? This is all the stuff we were looking at the beginning. Does this reveal what was going on? Like, I don't remember how this is interpreted at the beginning, but like, that's like Zonai, right? And then there's the king and queen. Then Ganondorf came by. Big war of imprisonment. Master Sword. Dragon! The dragon needing to be restored with the Master Sword was also all on the wall the whole time that we saw at the beginning of the game. But it was behind rubble. All the way back then, this rubble was in the way, and I didn't have bombs at the time, I don't think. That's funny. If only we had known. So now I'm, like, approaching the chamber where we fought.
And it's going even deeper. Yep. So hopefully that if I go towards the gold mark when I'm down there, I'll have a checkpoint of some kind. Otherwise, this health bar is getting very small. And I am in danger. Oh god, it's not looking great for me. Not looking great for me, boys. What's that? Just some torch. I don't need a torch. Excuse me, look at me. I'm the candle man. Why did a rock fall down? Is it so I can ride it back up if I need to? So I can create a bridge of rocks to get past some of the danger. I don't know. Just kind of looks like the way forward is kind of impassable unless you just go running through muck. Not that impassable though. But you can't climb on these anyway. Well, it's not that much muck in a row. Yeah, I was overreacting. I keep trying to use my sage powers. They're gone. Oh my god. Yay, my sages, I assume. They're back.
Fight all by yourself, you know?
It's the real ones.
When we fight together, we're unstoppable!
I'm gonna make my ancestors proud today, Link. I'll fight by your side. Link, we shall protect Hyrule together.
The Gerudo owe you for your help. You can count on me.
I will atone for my past failure. It is time to stop the demon king.
Here we go. There we go. That makes sense. I was getting a little worried that I was supposed to fight those hands and then the shard of Ganondorf that comes out of them in order to continue the story, or in order to have the powers again. But it makes sense that the real oracles, the real sages would just show up at this point. I'm a little worried about fighting these guys because they do still do gloom damage to me through the armor. Ow. Really is easier just to slap half the time. Ow, my health. Fall off. There you go. Big guy done. The fact that the rocks do gloom damage is hilarious, and also deeply frustrating when I have this little health left. Careful, I don't know if we can girl boss out of this one. I need to very carefully stay at the rim and play cowardly and just swat everyone away that approaches me and try to only aggro one guy at a time, or I'm just going to die. Don't shoot me!
Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I just outran your bow on foot, you fool. Well, this is not exactly one at a time, but if I'm careful, I can anticipate their approaches. I have a huge reach advantage. Yeah, that's like half their health bar. There's definitely more then. God, I need some kind of checkpoint. My health bar. Okay, these are lizards. Is there a mini boss this time? Is there gonna be a freaking Lionel? That's gonna be a scary problem for me. He charged me. Oh, he jumped on me. Oh god, they're so agile, I'm scared. Please run interference, friends. Oh, he's behind me. Yay, friend. He's gonna spit on me. And this spit will do damage too. And I'll lose maximum health bar and I'll be doomed. What are we gonna do? Oh god, they fly now. They fly now. That was the bug things? I forgot about these. These are a little strange because in this giant... Oh god, I'm fucked. I wish this wheel actually made me go faster. There's relatively few things I can attach to my back that actually make me go faster, as far as I can tell. Oh god. Oh, I do have fairies. That gives me a little bit more to work with. Can you not fucking hit them? Fuck. They're too low to the ground. Oh, I do no damage. Great. They're too low to the ground for the mech to even hit. Loot, 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 loot. That headshot noise is much more satisfying when it's accompanied with damage. Okay. Defense up. I guess. I don't think I can defense up any higher when I'm only taking 1 heart of damage per hit anyway. God, he doesn't even react to the Master Sword? Wait, shit, is there a trick to fighting these guys that I don't remember? Apparently explode them works. That's a fun trick. Can you please go hit them, Mr. Mech? Miss Mech? You just follow me in circles instead of fighting people. And I could really use your help fighting people right about now. Oh god. Did that even do damage, or that just... Okay, he's still alive. It just almost knocked him off a cliff, which would have come in handy. I wish my mech was good at that, but my mech can't hit them, apparently. Where is Lightning Lady? There you are. There you go. No! That's 2 fairies down. I think I only have 1 left. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I just want to activate Lightning Lady. Just let me activate the Lightning Lady. Ah. Thank you. The fact that I have to chase her. Jesus Christ.
Knocked him down. There you go. I knocked him down with Tulin. Where's Lightning Lady? She's legitimately running from me half the time. Which I guess that, at least that means she's fighting, because the mech half the time just chases me around. And I'm like, why are you just chasing me? Oh god, I'm out of stamina. Ah. They didn't even go in the right direction. Shit. No. Okay, let's try this again. I'm not ready yet. Where'd you go? Come back here. Come back! No, I don't want to be on Goopy. No, I don't want to lose health. Oh, I don't have... Ah, Yunobu's not here. Okay, that works. There's no Yunobu with which to make him explode. Oh, he's way over there. I just increasingly wish I could control these characters more directly. Okay, we got it. For all the armor homework I did not do my elixir homework, so I am not getting rid of Gloom, and that is increasingly a hilariously large problem. Okay, they're all moblins, which isn't the worst case scenario necessarily, because I can go back to just swatting them. So I started slapping. You can manage a lot of enemies pretty well with just the slap because of the range of it. And the fact that, thank God, it's an actual attack that knocks things down instead of the 100 attacks I have that don't. Clearly I should have just... I knew I should have upgraded Mineru instead of Yunobu, but I like Yunobu more. I wanted to do it. We did it.
That gloom, it means but one thing. The Demon King is there. Huh?
Oh.
More obstacles in our path, but our foe is mistaken if he thinks this will stop us.
We are fated to fight these beasts. Don't worry about us. Link, we'll take care of this, Goro. You ready to see the power of a sage?
We'll be fine. We already beat them once. This'll be a breeze for sure.
It is time, Link. The rest is up to you.
Oh. Well. You'd think that holding a charged Master Sword would restore my health. The gloom. Well, I guess we're not getting buddies for the next fight after all. Dang. Yunobu's gonna have a hard time fighting the spider boss when he can't... It's not safe to even use his power here because it's just on a giant cliff. He can't go in any direction without obliterating himself. I don't know if I'm gonna ever get that light route or not. Oh, the floor isn't dangerous.
How disappointing. This world should be shrouded in darkness, not bathed in insufferable light. All these weak, peace-loving cowards running rampant. It would have been more satisfying to overcome a worthy foe. Regardless, I will reshape this world as it was meant to be. I will crush any opposition. I will rule. That is what a king must do. Do not look away. You witness a king's revival. And the birth of his new world.
I really got myself in trouble thinking I was gonna be able to find that that light root. Uh-oh. I don't have any health. Okay. Toughness elixir. Maximum hearts up. Shit. It's cool. I'm good at video games. There goes all those hearts. Yes, that's a pretty good sign. Yes, I'm like, one of these has to be timed correctly. Yes! He definitely has another phase, doesn't he? Besides the weapon changes. Oop. Oh, a bow. That's probably not good for me. Just keep strafing. Yes, keep using a spear. You are not Guan Yu. Oh my god. Wow, I have this timing down apparently. This is the best performance I've ever had against any enemy in this entire video game. What the fuck's happening? He hit me once, I think.
I'd almost forgotten the thrill of battle. That feeling as blood surges in my veins. I am not even near the limits of my power.
Oh? Uh-oh. Zelda keeps going. That's extremely funny that it kept going to the right. It's one of the funniest things I've seen in a while. Oh no, he has help? Oh, thank God. Now he's more like the versions I've been fighting up till now, isn't he? There we go. I'm just hoping the Master Sword doesn't give out. Ow.
Let's take him down together.
Ow. I'm just not timing it right.
It's time to finish him off, Link.
My best chance is to get flurry strikes. So he has two different attacks, with different timings. That's throwing me off.
What? Is it the fact that I'm doing a backflip so it's not actually dodging? There it is. It's the fact that he has the overhead swing, so I have to dodge sideways. And the way he's holding it tells me which way it's gonna go. Oh god. Found everyone else. This does feel like my best chance. Even though it seems like a really boring way to fight him, but I have to get through this with as few hits as possible. I have so little practice at doing flurry rushes in this entire game. If anything, playing Liza P has given me practice at this game. Uh-oh. Okay, new thing. Oh, okay, bow is easy unless he does something new. Nope, just normal shots. It's doing sword again? Surprisingly blockable. It's the overhead that's lethal, I guess. Oh god, that was a mistake. God, I just can't see anything sometimes. Let's see, I want to stave off losing my hearts. Or want to stave off losing my fairies for as long as possible. Actually, this is a challenge run. I did it on purpose, and I'm really smart, and this is a cool way to end the game because of how high stakes I made it by being stupid. Man, I'm regretting every single hit I took from random enemies now when every hit counts. What changed? Nothing? Something. What's this? Woo! Okay, that attacks back. Gotcha. Okay. Dodged that on accident. I'm so smart. Oh! Okay. Oh, shit. They're really homing on you. I think that I'm kinda fucked. I'm going to die. This is the end for me. Do, 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 do. Does he always dodge now? That's really bad. I guess that's damaging. Oh, that's bad. So using a bow is gonna make it way harder to dodge attacks. Just drink that for no reason at the end, why not? This sucks. No. This sucks. No! No. No! God, it's so hard to change back and forth. Fuck! I can't believe I got this far and now I'm fucked. A big charge. What the fuck? It's hard to avoid. Spam. I'm definitely not getting through this one alive, unless it's like a super scripted, easy win like it was with Giant Ganon last time, with the light arrows, maybe? Maybe this is where we join in with Zelda, the dragon, and have a have an easy win? Because, oh my god, I actually made it through that, but I'm out of all of my items. I did not go truffle farming. All I really need to do is go gloom farming. I might have even had... I think I even have the items to craft anti-gloom items. I just didn't do it. I forgot. She just gets swallowed whole. She's so much smaller. I half expected her to pull a flubber and fly into his mouth and just shoot out the other end, and that would be very bad for all of his internals, probably. I don't know, do magic dragons have... do they care about organs? Is that a thing? Or are they too immortal for that?
We are way up here. Am I gonna get light arrows? I'm a little... what did I need to prepare for this fight? Gonna joust it with the Master Sword? Am I just gonna shoot shockwaves at it? Jump off is X? Okay. Okay, at least I'm degloomed. Am I controlling her at all? No. Where is he? Oh, he's shooting up at us. Okay, so I'm completely out of healing items. Where is that gloom item? There it is. 15. Use it in cooking. Yeah, I can't just eat it. Oh, I can eat a bunch of this stuff, though. I mean, where else am I going to use it, right? It's all, yeah, all the ones that have a heart icon on them. Yeah, now that gloom's out of the now that gloom's out of the way, I can become the stereotypical Breath of the Wild player that just shoves a billion food items in their face. Hooray! I'm saved. Wait, where's Tulin? It was like the Sage's power couldn't reach you when I was down there, but now I'm up here. I guess because he's down there now, he's sealed up on the other side of the power. I can't use Tulin's power. Maybe I don't need to land on his head, actually. Maybe I should land it. Oh yeah, probably want to land on all those thingies. That's probably my goal. So every time you landed on a dragon, you were training for the final boss fight, technically. This thing's upsetting. How did I miss? Flashing light warning. Oop. My health got a bit blorpled. Ow. Didn't quite line that up correctly. Help, 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 help. There we go. Alright, so I was correct in identifying that this is basically like a hyper-epic, borderline scripted, not very demanding fight, like it was at the end of the first game. It's technically possible to fail, but mostly it's just like, look how epic this is! Whoa, giant pig, shoot him with the light arrows. At least it's more engaging than Final Fantasy 15, where the water serpent fight in that thing that was supposed to be all cinematic was just deeply tedious instead. And you're like, I sure wish this was playable instead of whatever they did here. Where you just hold down an attack button for 15 minutes and the game swears it's being a video game. This is a boss fight, I swear. You're totally earning this with your giant brain muscles and reflexes and skills. It is wild to see the whole world down there. We're so in the sky. You did a bad job, Zelda. Zelda, you're doing a bad job. Zelda, I'm not even pressing anything. There you go. I was like, I'm sitting completely still for you to catch me. I want to zoom in on the world down there and see what level of detail it's all loaded in at, because it's got to be so hilariously like blurry at this point to like justify having it all loaded at once and so dramatic. I'm not diminishing it. I'm just like, it's just video games are funny. Like level of detail is very funny. So like having this giant epic landscape that is the entire game world visible while you're playing is actually wild, and you just know that it's like a tiny paper mache model down there if you look at it up close from here, because there's no way the Switch is gonna handle all that. Normally when you have a world loaded in that level of detail, it's like a Minecraft world. Like Minecraft is a game where you can technically get away with loading at that distance, and that's about it. And it looks like Minecraft. Wee. Catch me, Zelda. This is pretty goofy. They made something pretty epic, and it's impressive that it works. But at the same time, it's not exactly a Shadow of the Colossus boss fight. It's extremely stiff and borderline scripted. Like he just sits completely still and waits for me to attack his weak spot, because they can't really make him do anything or think or react in any way, or this would be impossible. These characters are so beyond our capabilities to interact with as a poor little Zelda man that, like, he just has to stand completely still and wait for me to hit him. It made a little bit more sense in the Ganon fight, because it felt like he was just like a rampaging beast that was just going along the countryside, and we had to like close the gap and deal with him. Oh god, I'm getting too low. Oh no, the world's getting red. Okay. I thought I was that close to the hole. It kind of felt like the monster at the end of Breath of the Wild was kind of just less focused on us, because he was just a mindless rampaging beast and he'd completely given up on his humanity at that point. Which a version of that is happening here. But he's definitely very obviously fighting us. So his completely inability to actually fight us in any smart way is relatively funny. So I gotta hit his head now. Got him. I cannot believe I never died in this entire process. I realized that I was completely fucked about 20 minutes ago and was 100% certain of my failure and was waiting to see how that would pan out. Like, I was waiting to see what the consequences were for dying and how far they send me back. And I made it instead. Damn. What happened to my clothes? Did you take my clothes? I can't tell if that's inappropriate. Am I 16 or 300 years old? Trust fall. Extreme trust fall. Bzzz. They took away my coal punk fursuit. Ooh, this makes it more epic, according to Michael Bay. Ugh. Ugh. What happens if you don't press anything? Does it like just kind of like stall in the air forever and just keep trying to sell the illusion that you're falling, or does it game over? Be a very upsetting game over. I guess he dropped his glider.
Link, how are you? I was... We reached you, after all. He's gone. The Demon King. I'm not in a dream, right? You did it. Oh, Link, you really did it. But how am I... No, I understand. I had been sleeping all this time. When I felt something, like a warm, loving embrace, I woke up. Thank you. Link, I met such wonderful people. I saw Hyrule as it was. I have so much to tell you. So much happened. Oh, Link, I'm home.
We did it. That was a sufficiently epic and beautiful ending that paid off a lot of, like, it was sufficiently grand and kind of overproduced in a way to, like, feel like it was the fitting, like, on a theatrical level, like, a fitting ending for how much game you had just played on some level. I will say, it's a little damning. I gotta be consistent, y'all, and I've pointed out again and again how Skyward Sword ends and you don't even use the Loft Wing. Like, I think as far as the story of Skyward Sword goes, by the time you finish, I think the last time you used the Loft Wing was to, like, get... I think there was, like, a serpent that you had to get, like, parasites off of or something in order to, like, unlock a final power. It's, like, hours before the ending or something. It's a little vague. It's been a while since I've actually played it. Specifically 2020, because it was during the election, I remember. But I always found it, like, you're supposed to incorporate the core gimmick into the ending in some way. Like, I would hope that Spirit Tracks, when I finally play it, finds some way to incorporate the trains, or whatever the fuck's going on in that game, in the later part of the game and whatnot. And, like, it's just really weird that Loft Wing is, like, the thing on the cover, and it's, like, the unique thing about Skyward Sword, and it just doesn't show up in the ending in any real way. Like, usually, that's just, like... usually it's, like, the special gimmick is, like, one of the core mechanics of the game. And the point of the ending is to have a boss fight that tests the skills you built all game. In particular, like, this is a game where, for the most part, combat was relatively optional, which is the thing that about both Breath of the Wild games, is you kind of run around and don't actually have to directly fight things half the time, which I show to people's frustration. But the final thing is just a regular combat gauntlet without any of the puzzleness that Zelda bosses are known for. So it just doesn't feel like, it doesn't quite feel like a Zelda game in some ways. Because and if you don't know what I mean, think about how the sage powers were ripped from me. The sages showed up themselves and fought alongside me for a bit, yeah, but as far as the actual Ganon fight goes, I ultimately lost all of the sage powers and had to not use sage powers as I continued forward. But also, those fights were not incorporating any of the other powers. There was no part where it was useful to jump upwards through something. There was no part where it seemed... I don't think I missed any parts where it was useful to send something backwards in time at him, the way that some of the boss fights, or like world bosses, and like the cube guys, incorporated that into their moveset. There wasn't really a reason to combine fuse a weapon, because you have the Master Sword now, so weapons are irrelevant, because it's the sword of evil that fight. It's the sword that seals the bane of evil, or sword of evil's bane, sword that seals evil. Both those things or whatever. So the whole weapon system's out the window. So a huge amount of the mechanical stuff that was happening in this game involving weapons is gone, and so your fuse power is not relevant. I'm sure that there's wacky speedrun boys that do crazy stuff with crazy fused tricks and pull off hilarious nonsense and kill the boss in one hit or something via like a spinning... You throw a spear, and then the spin of the spear, you attach a paddle to the spin of the spear, and then you reverse it, and then that makes it go, and then it like instantly kills Ganondorf via those powers. I won't discount that on some level you could probably do something nonsense like that. But for normal players, those powers just cease to exist. And similarly, there's no magic hand or whatever it was called, the main power of this game that was that emphasized over all the other ones, was the ability to fuse things together, not weapon style, but objects, and then build things and so on. But this was not a Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts boss fight. It was basically like a Dark Souls boss fight, but a very simple one with very telegraphed attacks that even I, a guy who sucks at this game, and especially its combat, was apparently able to get through with minimum hits. like it was primarily a test of that, and then I don't even want to call it a test, but kind of like a test of your ability to mount dragons, which I guess if that might be cathartic if you were somebody that was farming dragon scales so that you could get X set upgraded or whatever, but that wasn't my trajectory, so I had minimal interactions with dragons, and for the most part only ever chased them down because, whoa, a dragon! And that was mostly like, those usually failed approaches anyway and didn't amount to much in the long term, but I gave it a go. So I find it strange that to a certain extent the final boss fight is just a different video game than the game you were playing up to that point. And yeah, you spend the entire campaign building up your arsenal of powers. First the 4 ones in the tutorial, then the 4 ones you get in the narrative, then the 5th one in the form of the mech. And then the boss fight just isn't that. I don't think I'm necessarily... I mean, they definitely could have had a mech fight. They definitely could have had a mech fight as a phase. And maybe that is the correct path to honor that stuff a little bit, is maybe instead of having a bunch of phases where Ganondorf's like, now I have a Guan Yu's spear, maybe instead him being like, I'm throwing crates at you, rewind these crates at me, and then I'm in the sky now, use Tulin's power against me, or I'm attached to the ceiling, you gotta hit me with the Rolly attack from Yonobu. And like, it's time for the mech fight. Like, maybe a greatest hits of all the mechanics would kind of make sense instead of what they did. It might be extremely gimmicky to try to force every single one of them in as a mechanic, but I do find it very strange that the final boss fight just doesn't engage with the game that it was at the end of in any real way. And maybe a lot of people don't care about that. Maybe they just want to see a big fight that has a big health bar, and they just want it to be a more fun fight to fight than the blights that were the boss fights from the first game. And from that perspective, yeah, most of the fights in this game were cooler. I didn't like the blights. They weren't very memorable, and I think the wind one might have been the only one that felt like it even had a mechanic. Otherwise, it was just dodge / block and attack, then hit back. And I think the wind one incorporating verticality, I think, was like the only one that felt like it had something going on. I think the DLC version introduced like much harder versions of the blights that were more demanding, but I think the original versions were like extremely almost passive to fight, just not very interesting. So this game having more engaging boss fights was cool. I like the spider thing you fight with Yonobu that goes on the ceiling. The one you fight with in the air is like, it's cute. It was a very short gimmicky fight where you just shoot the weak spots real quick. The water one was okay, just kind of frustrating. It was a fun little goober, so that was funny, but the just dealing with the increasing amount of goop and trying to land hits it all in time and so on. I remember being a little frustrated with that, but it was really just the lightning boss that was really frustrating, and that was because it was so reliant on you using the lightning attack, and that was she seemed to be like the peak character that was really good at running away or never being where I needed her to be at the right moment when I had to like I think that boss fight required me to position like 3 different things, like where I was, where the boss was, and then also catching this character whose power I need but runs around freely, and so I have to run to her, and I'm like, no, the opportunity's here. I think that was what was happening. It's been a while, like months and months at this point. I remember doing that back in like October. Long ass game. I think I made the right choice by ultimately being like, it's time to end this. It has been like 10 months, and I don't think there's really... I think it was like my raw engagement with and infatuation with the first game that justified me doing all 120 shrines, but generally speaking, whenever I try to be completionist about a game, I learned the same lesson almost every time, which is that it's almost never worth it. Being completionist is almost always like a punishing thing to do. Like, I love the Yakuza games, but trying to unlock the Amon fight that you get for doing every side quest is almost never worth it because there's always at least one extensive side quest chain that involves mastering an entire mini game that you then have to play for an entire sub campaign, and it's always like not a very fun mini game, and you're like, why am I doing this? Just finish the story. And so I think it was about, I think we were overdue for me to be like, let's move on.
I can't believe such an impressive landmass can float in the sky. Just when I thought I'd started to figure the Zonai out.
Everyone, I am glad I was able to bring you all here. I wanted to share this view of Hyrule with all of you.
Whoa! I've never been this far up before, Goro.
Wow, what a sight it is. And Zelda, you were roaming the skies all along?
Yes, although I don't really remember. I never thought I would actually stand here again.
This is only a theory, but Raru's power of light and Sonia's time power. For Zelda to transform back, they both must have channeled their abilities through you, Link.
I see.
Now it seems it is my time.
Minoru!
Do not worry. You have overcome the burden my era left to you. You have proven yourself, and you no longer need me. I know I can move on, join Raru and the others, and the world will be safe.
Those of us gathered here swear on our lives to support Princess Zelda and... to support Princess Zelda and safeguard the land of Hyrule.
Raru and Sonia will be happy to hear of this.
But Minoru!
And I'll let them know just how much you care. Thank you all.
King Raru, Queen Sonia, Minoru. The ancient sages. They wished not only to save Hyrule from the Demon King, but for it to see eternal peace. I will dedicate myself to that goal. Now, and for all time. My friends, with all of your strength, stand with me.
We did it! It might have been better for all of our sanities if I beelined for the ending 20 hours ago instead of now, but we did it! I still feel something when I'm like, oh my goodness, I was playing this game for a long time and it's over, and it's like the end of an era. I'm like, how long ago did I even start playing this game? I get to pick a new game. That's been... whoa. I'll probably do like a classic one. Like, this is the slot where I alternate between a modern game and then an old game, right? Wow, I forgot what that was like. What was even in this slot before this game? I don't even remember what this game was played after. Like, at all. I have no idea. Ugh. Alright. That was Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. It's not bad. It's probably one of my least favorite Zelda games. Just overall, because of all the reasons I've said over and over again at this point. It doesn't bear repeating. But, I don't begrudge people that think it's that have decided it's their favorite game of the year and all that. I do begrudge how fucking small this logo is. Why is this logo so small on the screen? Why'd they make it so tiny? It's like almost hard to read. There's so much screen they could use. I just find that strange. I forgot about that because I haven't seen this start screen maybe ever. It's a funny detail. Every time I launch this game, it's like, would you like to update? And I'm like, no. And I've been doing that for the whole time. And it's very funny that, like, you can just continually not update a video game for virtually forever on the Switch, because I've just been suspending it and then putting the console to sleep and then bringing it back up and just continuing where I left off. Just right. So like I'll just be like on the pause menu where I saved will be what I'll come back to, even if it's been months since I last played the game. So I still haven't updated it in a very long time, maybe ever. I'm not sure for sure. I'm not completely sure. Like, there was like a dupe glitch at some point, and I probably should have checked to see if it still worked, because I might have never updated that, because they did an update that fixed the dupe glitch, and I don't know if I ever updated the game since then. Huh. Oh well, I played the game legit, except for a few moments where I looked things up, because I do think it's fair that when you're like 80 plus hours into a game, you should probably just at some point look up the core mechanics that you still haven't managed to find, because at some point you should probably find the ability to upgrade armor and the ability to upgrade your sages, which I guess wasn't. I only had to get one, so it wasn't the biggest deal. But if that had been more important, then I could have been in a little trouble for having not found more of them. But that seems like a relatively hard series of things to find. I will say that me farming all day today to get my armor to be level 20 defense, fully upgraded. It was very last minute that I just got the Great Fairy stuff, but that probably saved me, considering how I screwed up and didn't prepare gloom potions. I was usually taking 1 damage per hit. So I think that was I think my durability is what saved me and made it so I was able to do what I was able to do. Although being a little more careful during the fights against the gloom enemies beforehand would have definitely given me a lot more health to work with against the Ganon fight and its 3 phases or whatever it had. But yeah, all I had was bonus hearts from the truffles I happened to find earlier today while I was in caves. And interestingly, there was that one time that I had 4 bonus hearts from the super truffle, and they all went away in 1 hit. But none of the rest of the times that I got hit by Ganon did I ever lose more than 1 heart. So I think that like yellow hearts might not have defense applied to them or something. I don't know. Anyway, the whole point of those was to instantly heal my entire health bar by giving me a yellow, and that was a trusty strategy all game long, and it wasn't exactly at that moment. Whoops. Anyway, come back next time when I play, I don't know, some kind of, probably an older game, and probably kind of a wild card choice just so I can like feel a little free to play something weird instead of the mainstream AAA stuff when I've been playing this one game for as long as I have. So we'll see what that turns out to be. See you guys next time.